We all know that in order to get the most consistent gains, you're going to want to get yourself in the gym and take it one day at a time. Today I'm going to show you when it comes to leg training, if you want to get the most explosive, powerful, and big legs, you might want to start thinking about training on one leg at a time. What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. Don't adjust your computer screen. Yes, I have a shirt on, but you know that's when shit gets serious here, because we're going to talk about a topic that I think needs to be addressed, and that is when it comes to leg strength and developing bigger legs, more powerful legs, and stronger legs. You got to start looking into single leg training. Now, if you think that I'm going to bash the squat in this exercise, in this video, then stop the video and go watch a different one, because I'm not going to bash the squat. I think particularly for beginners, the squat exercise is a great fundamental movement to learn, and it actually is going to teach you the proper biomechanics to set up all other function. But that said, I think when you look at the criteria that I have for most of our athlete exercises, what is it that I look for when I'm trying to figure out my go-to exercises when it comes to whether leg training, shoulder training, anything? Number one, it's got to allow for a safe overload. So when I'm saying overload, you have to be able to progressively add more of a challenge, whether that be through weight or rep speed or time under tension, whatever that may be. But in the form of weight, we want to have the opportunity for safe overload. Secondly, it has to have a high or the highest functional carryover. Now, if you're a squatter, there's a lot of functional carryover from squatting. You can jump higher, you can become more explosive, especially if you're an offensive lineman. You know, right off the line, you have to have that drive. But I don't think it's the highest functional carryover, because when we look at athletics and we look at how athletes function, you're almost always on one leg or the other. Or you have one leg split in front of the other because you're running. There's a lot more carryover to me and a lot more importance on developing strength in single leg that also will fit the criteria for number one. And this is where I think squats are falling short. When I say allows for a safe overload, you guys all know, if you've been squatting, when you start to overload that bar and put the heavy weights on, and you start piling up the 45s, what's going to limit you from seeing how strong you can actually be is going to be your back. And I'm saying that out of experience, and I'm also saying that having trained a lot of athletes who succumb to the weaker back, because the legs are almost always going to be stronger than the back. And as a kinetic chain, guys, we always talk about the kinetic chain. One weak link makes the whole chain crap. So the hips and the low back are almost always never going to be able to handle the large amounts of weights as you start to pile on those plates. So what does that mean for us? We got to start looking at single leg training, and what that affords us is the opportunity to load in a way that's a lot less damaging to our spines and back, and then unlock the power of your legs in the process. So if you look at some of the single leg exercises, and I'm going to show you some of them right now, you'll see the common thing here is that I can still overload. If you're looking at this version of the squat, guys, if you're a big heavy back squatter, load this sucker up, but I'm going to limit you to one leg. Kick your other leg back in the Bulgarian split and start doing your squats that way. What you're going to find is if you take your single leg squat, which could be like your 1 rep max, let's say it's 300 pounds, then let's make it 150 on the right and 150 on the left. Let's make that assumption. Try to kill that back leg's involvement. So don't be pushing off your back toe on the bench, but rest your foot back there and concentrate on getting all your weight up front. What you're going to find is if you drop your 1 rep max, cut it in half, and start doing single leg squatting, you could do more than one. You should only be able to do 1 or 2. You're going to find yourself knocking out a lot more reps than you expected, and the reason why, guys, is because your legs are a lot stronger than you ever thought they were. The problem is when you're doing your back squats, most likely your back is not going to be able to bear that load. It's going to give in far before your leg strength does. So what does that allow you to do? It allows you to overload. In these other exercises I'm showing you here, whether you're doing one arm over your head here, this guy is going to allow you to overload and then also kind of reinforce proper posture, which is something that doesn't really stay true when you're doing a lot of squatting, especially as it gets heavy. You might tend to lean forward too much. Another thing, you want to be explosive? You can start doing these explosive one-leg jump squats. These things, guys, again, you're powering off one leg, you're overloading, but you're not having to bear the weight through your spine, and you have the opportunity to do these safe variations to actually become more explosive. The bottom line, guys, is the back is always going to be your weak link, and I don't want it to be, because if it is, it's going to prevent you from getting the biggest legs that you can. And the reason why we include a lot of single leg activities in ATHLEAN-X, in addition to deadlifting, in addition to squatting, we want to make sure that we're being explosive. We want to make sure that we're allowing for safe overload, and most of all, we want to have high functional carryover so that when you get back out to do whatever it is you want to do, whether it be play sports or whether it's just to look good, you're going to be able to put a lot more weight on that bar and overload those legs in a way that will allow you to grow bigger and stronger each time you hit that gym. Guys, if you want to experience what ATHLEAN-X training is about and see how we incorporate the science behind the strength and start putting in the things that you guys need that maybe sometimes you overlook, and I think I do it at times as well, but we have to sometimes come back to basics and say, how are we really meant to train? And this is how your body is meant to train. Head over to ATHLEAN-X.com right now and go grab the ATHLEAN-X training system and start unlocking not just bigger legs, but bigger upper body, more powerful, a strong rip core. The idea, guys, is becoming a better version of you in the next 90 days. And if you head over there right now and grab the program, I guarantee you'll see that. We'll see you guys back here in 7 days. In the meantime, have a great rest of your week.